How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. You are teaching someone, huh? Okay, I can see a board behind you. Do you take classes or you record video?
Yes, I take classes. Actually, I teach online. That's why here you can see the written work is there.
Oh, great. So how long have you been taking online classes?
Mm, I have been taking classes for 4 months.
Okay, great. So which subject? English?
Spoken.
Spoken English.
Yes.
Great. Okay, I have lots of things to ask. I think first we should start with the introduction.
Yes, of course. I am Kalpana. I'm from Noida Extension. If I talk about my academic credential, I have done MA, BA, qualified CTET, UPTET. I have 5 year experience in teaching. And if I talk about my hobbies, I love teaching, dancing, traveling, and connecting with people in English language. Now I am a learner of English language. So because of practice, I have created my own channel where I upload my conversations video. And apart from that, I am mother of 2 children. That's all about me. Yes, one thing is left to say. I'm tutor also.
Great. You are wearing lots of hats. I think lots of responsibility you are having. You are a teacher, you are a mother. Great. And you have quite qualifications. You have a long degree. I don't have that much. So I just want to tell about myself that my name is Poonam Shukla. I'm also a YouTuber. Moreover, I am a homemaker also, a mother of 10 years old daughter. If I talk about my qualification, I have just done masters in science. And if I talk about my experiences, I worked as a team leader in a BPO for 5 years, and I have experience of insurance advisor, office assistant. I have done so many things, but from last 10 years, I have not been doing anything. I'm just at home because of my daughter. Yeah, so I have started this journey only to enhance my communication so that I can interact with the people. And I also upload video in my channel, English with Shukline. Conversational video, sometime grammar based video. Whenever I feel like, I do upload. That is all about me.
It's glad to hear. Yeah, you have also the great degree, and yes, you are the so much experience in your yes in your like your professional life. You had experience.
Yeah, in that way I can say, but from last 10 years I feel like that I haven't done anything because I am at home. So somewhere I have lost all my confidence. But yeah, through my journey I have started gaining confidence. Yeah, something I can do.
Hmm. But it doesn't look so like you have so experience, and now you are the housewife only. But when the people start speaking with you, they don't feel like that you are just only homemaker. Yes, when we are start speaking in English, so it looks like the person is so highly educated.
Yeah, I am truly agree with your point because now having a good command over this language is, a kind of like considered. People are considered that they are educated. No
Hmm.
matter they are good at the math, science, it doesn't matter. But if you are good at your communication, people will consider you educated.
Yes.
Yeah, it is now. It is happening nowadays.
Hmm. I also feel like that if I am not able to speak out in English, so I feel like that yes, I am not educated enough, and yes, and that's why I have started learning this language, and I feel so motivated and the confident also when I speak to people with these people in English language.
Yeah, I do agree with that because some people are disagree with that we should not give that much importance to this language. Those who are having the confidence and those who are having command over this language, they are not at all intelligent. But I am just saying that yeah, if you have knowledge of other subject, and apart from that, that if you are learning this language, it will not only give you a confidence, it will give you a platform where you can expand yourself, and it would be like an extra feather you are adding in your cap. So it is not like that we are running behind to learn this language is like a bridge. So that's why we are learning. And if I talk about myself, frankly speaking, it's give me a lots of pleasure and confidence also when I do conversation.
Hmm. And I also feel energetic when I speak with other person. And if I talk with other person and they are superior to me, so I feel like that I will be also do the same thing, and then I will be so fluent with other person also.
Yeah, but in my case, sometimes I do comparison that I have been learning this language, but I do comparison, and sometimes I feel like I don't know anything. You know, I have lots of things to learn. I have not achieved anything. I can't speak properly, and sometimes I feel like that whatever I have done is nothing. It's zero. When I see others, the way they are having conversation, and within 6 months, the command they have gotten over this language, but maybe they are putting that extra effort. They are
Yes,
walking extra mile every day.
and I am totally agree with you. Like whenever I see myself with comparison with other person, so I feel like that I'm
Yeah.
nothing with that person. But if I see myself, my previous videos, so that I can see, yes, there is a changes in my speaking also, and I am also improving. But reason is that the way is different. The who are the learning also, and I am learning from the different way. So the way is different. That's why we are comparing. We are doing the comparison between us and them.
Yeah, in my case, if I talk about daily conversation, I find myself comfortable. But if I try to compare myself, those who are professional, and there are so many, when they start their learning, they behave like a professionalist. They learn this language in a certain way. But what I have learned in a just like a common language. We do the conversation on the day to day. But now I am thinking to upgrade my way of speaking, my that posture and the then intonation. There are so many things we need to work on that in order to become a good speaker, but this is the thing which I am lacking and I'm working hard, but I don't know, I don't feel that I am getting that much.
So what are you doing the different thing that the achieving the intonations and the fluency? What are you doing, and what are you doing the different things? Like I also thinking the same thing. Like my speaking is not good, and the people use their advanced word, advanced vocabulary, and their the speaking way of very astonished. I feel like so, and I am speaking only the general way. Like
Yeah, that is the difference.
it is same like my native language. I feel like so because there is no intonation, no the gesture posture is not I quite easy, okay. But I also feel like the same thing. So what are you doing the what are you the putting your efforts for that?
I actually, frankly speaking, I am not putting that extra effort. But what I have observed through the others, that if you really want to give an impact, it is very required to slow down your pace of speaking. This is
Hmm.
the thing which can help you to give a impact when you are having a conversation. But what is happening when we do conversation, one person is speaking and we hardly get time to speak sometime, so we are in the hurry of to deliver our thought. We are in the
Hmm.
hurry of, and that because of hurry, sometimes we exaggerate and we elongate our speaking whatever we want to say. But we, if we go slow, that we speak slow, we would be implement those words which we have learned, and those are appropriate while conversation. First thing I have learned. The second thing is, like, you need to sometimes stretch the word. It is required. I have seen that those so many people are talking that go in the normal conversation, but there would be some word they will stretch it in a
Yes.
certain point of time. So there should be some kind of wavy kind of things. It is required to become a good speaker.
Hmm.
Impactful speaker, like if you are having non general conversation, the way we are speaking, people speak in the same way. Because every time you can't be a speaker, you are not going any speech, but you should know and you should learn these things. Yeah, these are the things which I feel believe that only not speaking good vocabulary is not important. If you see the those who are having a good conversation, like foreigners, I don't talk about foreigners, like Indian also, you will not find that they use very high-fi vocabulary. Only Skype. Those who are English learner, you will see that they are deliberately putting the new vocabulary. But if you see the general people, they don't use that advanced vocabulary. They go very simple. But yeah, it's still there is a wave, there is a thing that they need in the terms of speaking. So yeah, these are the things which I have been observing, but I don't know whether I would be able to implement or not that. But yeah, it's required to become a good communicator.
I agree totally with you.
Yeah, but we are working somewhere, we are working, we are putting effort. It's not like that we are not gaining. Every day we are gaining. And sometimes whenever I feel low, that I start comparison, and we are human being, I can't deny that I don't do comparison, I do. But if sometime I feel low, I find that I am not progressing that much, I always listen motivational speech. When you listen those speech, immediately you will get back in your original position, because every motivational speaker will always tell you, try to compare with yourself with your previous version. Your best competitor would be the person who was past of you. So this way we can keep ourselves motivation. So we are human being, we get sometimes demotivated, we get motivated. So this is the part of journey.
If I say like comparison is mandatory, if we comparison are with other person, so we can move further. Otherwise, we are stay here if we don't comparison with others. So that's why when we listen to the other speakers, so then we start thinking that yes, we from today I will start my working, I will do more effort. So this kind of thing, it happens after comparison.
Yeah, it is said, no, that's why it is said that comparison is not at all bad, but how you are taking a comparison, that is a constructive comparison, then it's okay. You are taking how others are involving, how they are adopting new technology in order to enhance anything. It's not about English. So this is the thing. But when you're really comparing yourself, you need to compare all things, like the surrounding, the circumstances that person is having, and how much effort that person is having putting. Like I am giving only 30 minutes every day, and the other guy is putting 2 hours and 14 hours. I have seen there are so many speakers, and they said, ma'am, I do conversation for 10 hours, 12 hours, 10 people, 20 people every day. So would be a right comparison? I am giving only 30 minutes and they are putting their whole day. They have evolved themselves around this language. So definitely they will achieve the things faster than me and better than me. So comparisons should be on the basis of everything. But yeah, really, if you got inspired from someone after doing comparison, so it's a very, really good thing.
And after comparison, don't feel bad. Don't be demotivated. Otherwise, you are not achieving in your life. Because if you are feel demotivated, it means you stop yourself. You will stop yourself. So it is not good. If we are doing comparison for the move ahead, so it is good. Otherwise, it is not good. Yes.
Yeah, and you said there is a quote, comparison is nothing, it is a thief of joy. When you compare in that way, and compare also, you will get a kind of jealousy in yourself. So that is why it is called as a sweet poison. It is a killer of your joy. It will thief your joy, steal your joy. So it is sad that doing comparison is not at all bad thing, but we need to understand that, okay, comparison we are doing, but ultimately we need to understand our surroundings, our circumstances, maybe our capacity to grasp things. Every individual has their own identity, own speciality. Some are good in learning vocabulary, some are good and using advanced structure, and some are very particular about learning good phrases. They put effort to learn. So it is all about what kind of area of interest you are having. So
Yes.
yeah, I believe that sometimes really comparison is become a kind of killer of your happiness. Sometimes it's happened like you have dressed well, you have dressed very beautifully, and you have seen yourself that I'm looking so very beautiful. And as soon as you entered in the party, and you see someone is looking more beautiful than you, and you started feeling, okay, maybe my dress is not looking good, my makeup is not good, looking good. So immediately your hormone, everything will get dropped, and you will start it demotivating, and you feel like that I am not looking good. But the thing is that you need to remind yourself that you have seen yourself mirror beautiful. So keep that memories always with you, that you are beautiful.
I'm also looking beautiful. That will, like, you will be also motivated. Otherwise, you will think like that. Yes, I am going from here, and I have been not here for the enjoying here.
And it can not, only 10 minutes of this comparison can ruin your whole enjoyment. You are not going to enjoy that party or not at all. And being a woman, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. But I always try not to do. It's happened. And if sometimes it's happened, I ate 2 golgappas more. That is the only regime of mine to make myself happy.
It means you like water balls.
Yeah, I do love. But now, since my daughter has grown up, I get sometimes more irritated because whenever I am having golgappas, I don't want any kind of disturbance. I just
Oh,
want to feel it. But my daughter is in the habit of to ask me, Mama, please feed me. So now she's 10 years old. I always tell her, take your own plate and try to have it by own self. But as she know that Mama is getting irritated, so immediately, like, deliberately, she is trying to poke me. Mama, I will have only from your plate. And Golgappa is something which I cannot, share with anybody. I just want to have peacefully. So yeah, these are the things. And I never eat outside alone. I feel like that I am doing any crime. Seriously,
oh,
yeah, I have never eaten anything alone, only except Golgappas since my daughter has grown up. Because I just want to eat them. This is the only thing which I can eat alone. Otherwise, I never eat anything alone. I don't know. I feel like that I'm doing any crime. Why I am eating alone? I am serious that much alone that I don't have anyone whom with I can share things. So these kind of feelings I have. I always go with my husband, my daughter. But Golgappa is something. Whenever I get opportunity, my daughter is not with me. I immediately go for and give to my heart's content.
oh my God. it's it's
Golgappa.
really a story like you like so much you like water balls like yes, you don't want anybody around you who disturb you. Oh
Yeah,
my God.
yeah, what having. Yeah, I just want to take the taste of this. I can't. I love my daughter, my husband. Those are the different thing. But Golgappa is having a different value for me.
Oh, okay, okay. I also love the Golgappes, but I don't feel like that. Yes, I whenever I go, and yes, if I with my children and yes my with my husband, so then I always say, please take Golgappas. Otherwise, I don't feel like that. I am having the Golgappas alone, so it's I am not feel good.
Exactly. Because my daughter is in habit of मम्मा पानी पिला देना, मम्मा अब ये वाला मुझे दे देना, मम्मा इसमें ये ऐड करवा देना. Or I feel like that I am every Golgappa I just want to have in a peaceful mind. So it's happened. I think the husband is okay, daughter is okay, but there are some moments which I just want to spend with myself and I just want to enjoy. So there is nothing harm.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
I do such kind of thing. Because they know that I will get irritated. That's why they deliberately do that thing to make me irritated. And after that, once they come back, they will try to imitate the things and they will try to do my mimicry. Then how do I react that time? Because I am in front of the public. I cannot react the way I originally react at home. So I have to control myself, my emotion. So the whatever anger I saw only through my eyes. This is a clear message for my daughter. Don't interrupt me. Otherwise, you are going to face the consequences at home.
At home.
Despite, despite knowing that they do. My husband, along with my husband, they are also, they become a kind of gang. And my husband deliberately, okay, go, ask one Golgappa, ask one Golgappa. If she's letting me to have it peacefully, but my husband has a kind of curiosity. Why she's not asking? Go and let disturb mama. So yeah, but we can't change their thing. So that's why I try to prefer eat Golgappas alone. Yeah.
Amazing. Yes, I love the story. Like you are so crazy for the Golgappas.
Yeah, I am. This is the only thing which I can't tolerate. This is the only. Everybody has their own weakness.
Anything else like Golgappa is your weakness? Anything else apart from the Golgappa? Something is different like
Evening tea.
evening tea.
Evening, yeah, evening tea. That is my favorite time pass. My evening tea along with my news, because I am very fond of watching news. So whenever I have my cup of tea and my news, and if my daughter asks anything to eat when I'm going to have my evening tea, so it's going to be a crime for her. Sometimes I burst out. Okay, I can't do anything. Let me have my cup of tea. Give me 20 minutes or 10 minutes. After that, whatever you will ask, I will
Hmm.
make for you.
Means you are fully enjoy your time with only yourself.
Yeah, I love my company. Seriously, I love my company. I don't need anyone to give me company. I can make myself happy alone. My husband, my daughter, they have owned their space in my life. But there are some moments which I like to spend with myself, like having cup of tea along with my news and with some snacks. This is my time. I keep on working since morning and evening for your happiness, like what you do you like, what my husband is preferring. But there are something which I just want to do for myself. These 20 minutes is kind of relaxation for me. So
Hmm.
I can cooperate. And I think most of the women would be agree with it.
Hmm. This time I have been meeting you like I am meeting with other person like you are not the housewife. And in the a housewife has the so much tolerance in their mind, like they know like whatever they are doing, so it we do with the patience, and you are just different with the other housewife.
Yeah, why so? Because my daughter is now 10 years old. So now she can understand. When she was 5 or 6 year old, that situation was quite different. Because she was not in the position of to do anything, and she cannot wait because she was child. So whenever I'm going to make tea for myself, I always make sure that whatever she want to eat, I just gave her. But if that time she said, Mama, I don't feel like having it, and the very time I just stain my tea and I'm going to have it, when is she asks, okay Mama, I just want to have it. So now she is mature enough and she need to understand that these 20 minutes is not only for I am just looking for myself, I am preparing myself for next hours, like for evening dinner, lunch, or other things. So being a woman, being a mother, and being a housewife, it is not required to every time behave like a slave, that I am ready for every time to serve anything. See, if I am a homemaker, if I will do such kind of things, I would be get into the depression. I would be in the depression. So there should be always a time for yourself, for self pampering, and it is very much required. And they now she is immature enough. If she would not be in the position like she was 4 years old, I wouldn't have done this. But now, if she want to make, now she can make Maggie for by herself. She can make sandwich herself. So I have made her that much. So if you really want, and I am not willing to give in, she can made it.
Okay. So
Yeah,
are you conscious?
yeah. You can say you can you see me? I I am not that much. Yeah, she is my weakness. Yeah, but I have made her in that way that she can cook without like using gas. She's not allowed to let the gas, like microwave she can use.
Okay.
Only microwave. She can make Maggie in the microwave, and she can make sandwich in the electric well. That gas is not allowed.
Hmm.
And whenever she said, "No, Mama, what would be the thing which would make you happy when I would start doing?" I always say that would be the happiest day when you will make a cup of tea for me in the that would be the happiest day. And she have made it. One day she have made it, and yeah, she tried to make it a full cup of, but it's just left like one sip.
Okay.
After putting it too much and adding so much ingredient, she added cumin, or say added say carom seed. Sorry, not carom seed, no, funnel seed. I have taken a mixture of funnel seed and black pepper, ginger, so many. I sometimes I use cinnamon seed or cinnamon also. So she do such kind of things, and after that, I think it was one sip, and it was the time of my evening tea. So, I was dwelling with the situation. What should I do? Should I scold him or should I pamper her? Should I scold her or should I pamper her? Because it's my evening time. But that time I thought, no, this is the time to pampering her, that she had put in the effort to make a
Yes.
cup of tea for myself. So
Mm.
I do such kind of things. I just control myself somehow, manage myself to pent up my anger. And I told, okay, whatever you have made, it's good. Now please let me another cup of for myself because time is going.
Mm.
And it is happening when you are have addicted of having tea or anything. There is a time clock which will indicate you now it's your time to have a tea. And if you not get that, you will feel restless. It's happened, and most of the women can relate it who are especially homemaker.
Mm.
Mm.
But at least she had tried for you. Yes, this is the time of my mama's tea, so I will prepare for her. So
She
she
always,
did effort.
yeah, if you notice, if she notice that mama is taking nap, sometime I do, so she always try to go silently tiptoe in the kitchen and try to make tea. But I never sleep in that way that I cannot hear such kind of things. Like if you are a mother, you cannot sleep peacefully if you have
Yes.
kids at home. So we do. So I immediately, okay, don't try to make tea for me. I'm not sleeping. These are the thing I do. And she know, and she always said, Mama, please leave it. And I have seen your addiction toward the tea. I am not going to have tea. Never ever. And she don't have. I have never told her to have tea. Like parents are into the habit of giving them tea along with the milk. So
Mm.
she haven't drink a sip of tea.
I give tea for my children when she feel like that the nostalgia and don't feel like this that headache in their mind. So that time I do only. I give
Yeah.
only. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I always deny not to take tea.
When time they feel cough or something. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
only.
But my daughter is kind of, she, yeah.
Only ginger tea in the winter. Only winter. Otherwise, it is summer season. So I am not going to give them tea because tea is not the good thing for the children.
Yeah, but winter, as you told me that it was that time is work as a medicine.
Yes,
Yeah,
that's
winter
why.
as a medicine if you add ginger and such kind of thing. But as I told she has seen me to the result of that how much I am addicted towards tea, and she always advised me, Mama, not to have that much tea because I have acidity issue. But this is
Hmm.
the thing which I am finding myself helpless to control. I don't have that much. Only morning 1 cup and evening 1 cup. It's not like I'm addicted that much. I took 4 or 5 cup. It's not like that. Only two or not two to more than maybe three.
I
Since
also
morning,
love to take tea in the morning in the breakfast only for the breakfast only. Otherwise, I will not take.
it is a very good habit. And if you are not addicted towards tea, like you are having a good healthy life. But I
And
can't.
also in the for the breakfast, if I don't see the tea at the place, so I also feel like that without tea I can't take breakfast.
Yeah, same thing. Na? If you are in the habit of anything and tea has something, and it is said that tea is not only a drink. It is a reason to spend some time with your family, maybe with your husband. Okay, when I always, especially I try to have morning tea along with my husband. So whenever my husband goes to drop my daughter and we have a tea, this is the only time we get to have conversation with us. Otherwise, evening time or night time, I prepare dinner, and after having dinner, we watch TV. And
Hmm.
maybe my husband most time get indulged to talk with my daughter. It's happened because he was in the office. So that is the only 10 minutes give me the energy, or maybe whatever you can say, for the whole day. So tea is not only a drink, it is a reason to spend some time with your loved one. Yeah.
I also take tea in the evening also when my husband get off from the office. So it is a tea with conversation with him.
Yeah. Tea, and this is the only time we do the conversation. Most of the time, that time, we have seen that our kids don't get into it because they do other things. So because they don't, my daughters don't drink tea. So she never take part in that conversation. She get indulged in other thing like play or study. So these are the time which I am free to have conversation with my husband, because now we are in the age that having 10 minute or 15 minute or 30-minute conversation is good enough, because
Yes.
everybody in hustle bustle, he is busy in his office, I am busy in home, and nowadays exams are going on, so I'm quite busy even in the night. Whenever after having dinner, I always prefer to my daughter to tell read something or such kind of activity. So we all are busy. So yeah, Thai tea has a what would I say, a special place in my heart.
And 10 to 20-minute conversation with a husband wife, like it is a mandatory in their life if they are married. So it is the like it is kind of the medicine, and when the person is sick.
Yeah, tonic, it's a tonic. And especially for women, most of the time what we do, we hardly have good conversation, we give a kind of complaints most of
Yes.
the. But if we not do that complaints, how would we eradicate that frustration which have been taking since the morning, like making breakfast, sending our kids, and managing all the things. So yeah, sometimes I feel bad about my husband that what I do, I just do most of the time complain. But it is also necessary to detoxify ourselves.
Yes.
And husband are very cool, mostly I feel that boys and men are very cool guy, and they can handle this kind of things very well. They
They are
just he
habitual from habitual since childhood.
Yeah, because there is a habit, and he never give any kind of reply. Yeah, yeah, हाँ सही कह रहे हो, सही कह रहे हो. These kind of reply I'm going to get.
It is going to
Nothing.
good. Don't worry. Don't be panic. Yes, everything
Yeah,
will go good. Yes. So
yeah,
when they say when they say the same thing, like if we are getting relaxation.
yeah. We know we are not going to get any solution because there is no solution. Whatever we are talking, it's everyday affairs. Everyday affairs. We can't do anything with that. We have to manage, and we have to face this kind of thing. But still, we feel like if I will say it, women are in the habit of telling things. That's why we don't get that much heart attack, because we can't keep things outside. We just, whatever we have, we just try to pour it outside, and we get relaxed.
Yes.
And
And
husband are in the habit of not taking it seriously.
not taking it, if the husband take it seriously, they are going to get the heart attack because they don't share to other one.
Yeah, that's why they don't take the household, they like daily affairs and daily quarreling with the mother-in-laws and such kind of things. Seriously, if they start taking it seriously, their life will go hell. Seriously, their life will go hell. Yeah, and the life will go in this way. I think we should consider lucky enough that at least my husband is listening me. So I should consider it's a blessing that
Yes,
at least he's
I
listening.
also I also feel like I am so blessed. Like I am sharing anything with my husband. He is not listening to me, but also he is understanding and fulfill my things also.
And he's letting me whatever I'm feeling to express. At least I am having that freedom. If I am not liking anything about his mother or his sister or any neighbor and anything, I know he's not going to pass it other one. He will keep it with himself. This is
Mm.
the best thing. So yeah, this way I can manage all the things, because they know that if I would not listen, it will get burst out somewhere else. So it's better to listen. Yeah, we do such kind of thing. Yeah,
I
I
think
think you're.
a big bus anywhere. So it
Yeah,
is the thing. I if I will listen, so it will be calm down.
yeah, my child would be protected, my children would be protected, they would be safe. Otherwise I will pent off my anger to someone else. It's happened. Maybe I started scolding or something. I'm not that good parent. I can't speak every time softly and politely. Sometimes I scream also. Sometimes I do such kind of thing. Yeah, I am not that much good parent that who can keep polite every day softly. One time, two time, three time at least. After that, I come in my original form.
Oh my God, you are so dangerous.
Yeah, in terms of I cannot tolerate in that way. Okay, pew pew pew, and for one or two or three times. This, and she know that this is the last ultimatum. Otherwise, after that, my mama is not going to wake me up. If the school, and I'm that much strict. If she's not going to after 3 alarm, I'm not going to wake her up. And maybe she will leave her school. Our bus will leave, but I will not care, because now she's 10 years old and she have to understand it is her school. It is her school and it is her responsibility. So if we keep on, running behind them, they will get into the tendency of that. कि अगर कोई बात नहीं, मम्मा तो उठाई देगी, मम्मा तो उठाई देगी. So that is it. I'm not that I'm not that good parent. Yeah, I accept it. And I don't want to, because word is so hard. I don't want to make them so much protected, so much pampered. So they have to face so many ruthless people and harsh thing in the life to be ready for that. But in terms of pampering, I do a lot. I share a good bond with my daughter. She's like my friend. But when it's come to be strict, we should be.
I think I should take class from to you.
I can't say that every kid is different, surrounding is different. Parenting is all about learning every day. Every kid's behavior is different. So we have to handle in that way. I try to with the pampering, beta, sona, Sara effort I try. But after 3, and she hardly do, but whenever she do, I do such kind of thing. Because once she miss her bus, she will understand the importance. But she have to do that work. Hold the work, and she will miss so many things. And she knows, especially if there is any picnic, if there is any extra activity, she knows that this time mama is not going to focus. And she would not be, interested to wake me up. So she always remain alert. कि हाँ मम्मा आज तो पढ़ाई नहीं होनी है ना, आज तो आप मुझे उठाओगे नहीं. So 2 alarms are good enough. After 2 wake up call, mama, I am ready. I am going to get मम्मा आज वो स्पेशली वो मुझे बोल के सोती है, मम्मा कल मेरी पिकनिक है ना, प्लीज डोंट डू दिस. मुझे उठा जरूर देना मम्मा प्लीज, मुझे पता है ना कि आप मुझे कल नहीं उठाओगे, क्योंकि कल तो मुझे पिकनिक पे जाना है और वो मेरा इवेंट है. So she has that kind of fear. Parenting is all about experience, everyday learning. Every parent has different qualities, different physical structure also. If somebody is having that cool mindset, I'm not having that much cool mindset. So it's happened.
And it is mandatory to make them understand how to live life.
Yeah. But it's getting difficult. Earlier she was very organized, but nowadays now she's growing up. Earlier she used to have a conversation with me in English a lot, but now she is not at all interested. As if I am showing, I am showcasing, I am showing off. Mama, why are you running behind this English every time? I don't want to have a conversation. I just love to have a conversation with our native language. I don't want to be. So yeah, because she said that mama, in school I used to speak a lot in English. So I don't want to speak in English at home.
Yes.
So
she don't feel uncomfortable. So she feel uncomfortable with this English language because she is listening to a lot in school, in the at home also. She got bored.
Yeah, that, and she really remained curious to learn our terminology, because I belong to Kanpur, so we have a different terminology of the Kanpur. There are some slang, there are some words. So in a flow, sometime I use my village language. So she listened very carefully. Mama, wo word kya tha? Mama, what that word? So I always try not to use that word. तो क्या हुआ मम्मा, मेरी लैंग्वेज है, आई शुड लो. लाइक हमारे में बिल्ली होता है, तो लाइक देयर आर सम वर्ड लाइक बिलार, एंड गांव में हमारे कुत्ते को कुकुर बोलते हैं. तो वी या तो वो मैं अब रहती नहीं हूँ, आई बट वी हैव द हैबिट ऑफ. तो कई बार मजाक में ही निकल जाता है मम्मा मम्मा, एंड स्पेशली टू टीज ही, मम्मा देखो कुकुर जा रहा है. She always try to tease me कि देखो, now mama is going to give me a dialogue. What is the use of spending that much money? I have been spending that much money and you are saying kukur, you can't say dog. She knows that. So yeah, she should learn such kind of things, because only knowing, at least you are living in India, and if you get a chance to explore any village, you must know how our culture works. So there is no harm. And English is not a tough thing for them. Today's generation, if they are studying in the English medium school, they are watching news, they are watching YouTube in English. So for them, it is not a big concern like us. Like we are running behind to learn this language.
Yes, they will learn simultaneously, studying will studying, and yes, they will grow up, so they will learn slowly, slowly. Eventually, they will learn.
Yeah, definitely. So how did you start your online classes? Did you get through, did you do any kind of promotion, and how did you get it?
Actually, I'm teaching at my home. So who are studying in the school, so I just provide my academic classes for the 3 to 8 standard. So
Okay.
here I heard about, like, if the teacher is here for the spoken, so I am just learning this language. I already told her, like, I am learning, so whatever I have knowledge, so I can provide to your
Hmm.
children. So
Hmm.
but he is not able to come here, so that's why I just take class on all over the online, over the
Like,
years.
how many students do you have in online classes?
Sorry,
How many students do you have?
only two. There are only two children here.
But it's good, it's give us confidence. Okay, teaching
Yeah.
someone is give us a confidence. It's not about money. It's all about that a kind of fulfillment that we are at least doing something. I'm
Yeah.
teaching online, and two will get four.
And
This is the thing.
yes, I am learning this English language as well as I'm teaching. So while teaching, I'm learning more.
Yes, this is the point, and it is said. Yeah.
They always put the question, what is the meaning, that how can we frame the sentences in the the what the structure. So I just provide them, and yes, I when they start questioning, so I also my mind also thinking a lot. And yes, I always ready to give the answer when I thinking. So yes, and my mind is also active for that.
Yeah, very valid point. You have said that it is said that if you really want to learn anything, try to teach it, whatever knowledge you have. While teaching, what you will not teach them, you will repeat whatever you have learned. And you need to do extra exercise for that. If somebody is asking question, like when I am having conversation, I always try to speak those sentences which are already in my vocabulary or my speaking process. But if somebody will ask you different question, you need to think in
Yes.
that way, that what would be the answer of that question. And we always be in the fear what they would ask next. So we should always try to be a step ahead in order to give them answer. So this is a very big thing.
Hmm. And also the children, if the children are asking the question and they are not able to understand, so we have to try to new technique how to make them understand. So we have put lot of efforts, like make them understand, and for the full of the example.
Yeah, and it also helps to make our concept very clear. It helps us to make our concept very clear, and we become crystal clear in terms of so many things. And this is the best point. I used to take classes, but now I have moved another place. So right now I have not started. So I have been thinking, but somewhere, if you leave something, you lose your confidence, and it take time to get their confidence again. Yeah,
Yes,
so what is the feedback of the parents and the children?
feedback is good now.
Okay.
For learning it. And yes, I also can the change. I also can see the changes in them.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. And when we see the changes as a teacher, it's the biggest accomplishment. Money doesn't, another thing. And we need money, because if we don't charge money, we don't feel that kind of motivation. But when you see the result, that is the real accomplishment. That is
Yes,
real achievement, I
yes,
can.
yes. I am experienced in teaching the academic classes, but I am not experienced to how to teach the spoken language. So now I am learning how to teach the spoken language. And then when I be like the enough confidence, like I have be, if I will be the experience a lot, then I will provide the homemaker.
Yeah, that would be the great idea, because making other to speak a language is quite different. Give the knowledge of the grammar. It is written everywhere. These are the rule. These are the formulas. But how to implement during the conversation, that is the biggest thing, because it's quite confusing sometimes when we talk about active, passive, and the conditional, and these are the things. So we need to think about their perspective. how they are going to take it. So we need to give several example in order to make them understand. Yeah, and this is, I think this is the real task.
And the other people are also full of the vocabulary, so they have so much knowledge also. So I am also gaining the new words from them also, because they are the children and they are studying in school. So in their books lot of vocabulary, so I am learning from there also.
Yeah, and best part is they know that you are also a learner, so they cannot blame you, man. You are not teaching me well, and you have not given. They are aware that ma'am is also taking learning this language, and the simultaneously she's teaching me also. So
Yes,
this is best point, that you both are one at a time. You both are grooming yourself.
And I am not saying like that your children will be speak in 3 months and 4 months. You just I will teach them. If you are feeling like your children is getting the improvement, then you will satisfied, because I
Yeah,
am learning and I have knowledge how to speak, but they have to try their self.
English is all about practice, and you don't need to tell them in that way, because now parents are smart enough. If they will not find any kind of improvement, definitely they will automatically stop taking classes. So yeah, this is the thing parents should understand. It is going to take time. I also, when I started my channel, right now I am not that much consistent, frankly speaking. But initial days I used to get calls, ma'am, I just want to make my kids speak fluently like you. But somewhere I was not that much confident that I would be able to teach them. I feel like that my English is not that good so that I can teach them. But I feel like that I should have started. If I would have started, then I would be somewhere else. The way I am speaking, maybe I would be in the other way.